So, another quick one today. Got a comment on one of my videos around an offhand comment that I made about how Marley could destroy Parody in an afternoon, right? And I actually just want to go over that comment, explain what I meant by that. So, basically, the commenter mentions how Marley was scared of the rumbling. So, they couldn't actually just go in there and attack because, whoever is the founder at that point in time would have caused the destruction of the world. If you don't know what the rumbling is, just think of it as a nuke that ends the world. Now, to answer this question, right, of could they do that or did they want to do that, we'd have to actually explore two questions. One is, was Marley scared of the rumbling at the start of the show, or were they not, right? And then this will actually kind of give us a direction as to whether they could actually go in there and just destroy it in an afternoon. So let's look at the first option, if Marley was scared of the rumbling. So if they're scared of the rumbling, right, you would assume that they wouldn't do any type of major attack to disrupt, or basically just to kind of antagonize the people within the walls. But if you look at literally the first episode of Attack on Titan, they do this. The Colossal Titan shows up, destroys Shiganshina, and then by extension, the Armored Titan destroys one of the inner gates and then destroys the whole of Walmaria, killing 1/3 of the population of the people within the walls, right? Now, the scene in isolation is great. It's amazing. I think every writer would probably want to start their story like this with something big, something mysterious, with action. But yeah, the story actually kind of falls apart the more they kind of try to explain some of the backstory. And one of this is this fact that, yeah, if the Colossal Titan destroys the gate and lets the Titans in, then this would basically antagonize, whoever is the founder within the walls to destroy the world. And then we even get like a comment from Reiner, right? I think someone asks him, I can't remember what episode it was. They ask him, they're like, hey, why did you do this? They're like, yeah, we were trying to get a response. They were trying to bait out the founder. But baiting out the founder means destroying the world, because the promise is, hey, if you mess with me, I will actually destroy the world, right? If you mess with me and my people, that's what will happen. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, maybe they weren't scared of the rumbling, right? So if they weren't scared, then why didn't they just roll in one afternoon? Because they know that the founder is whoever the king within the walls is, right? So they could have just rolled in, captured the king, captured the whole royal family, and at that point in time no. It was like right before Grisha took the founder. But still, it would have, even though they would have been wrong, it would have made sense for them to do that, given the information that they had, right? And then also this kind of muddies the waters a little bit, right? Because the Tiber family actually knows the truth. They know that the whole declaration that the king within the walls would destroy the world was actually just a bluff. He actually wanted peace. So it even muddies the waters even more at that point, where it's like, why would the Tiber family sign off on this attack on Parody if they understood that, it was just like a vow of peace, right? But yeah, and then another problem is, right, the Parody was founded about like 100 years ago, before the start of the story. And if Marley wasn't scared of the rumbling, why have they waited 100 years, right? So no matter how you look at the story, it doesn't work. The attack at the start of the show just does not work. If they were scared of the rumbling, there's problems. If they weren't scared of the rumbling, there's even more problems. And even this idea where it's like, okay, maybe let's say they were scared, then why didn't they but they still wanted the founding titan? They could have still created like some James Bond mission to just go and capture the king within the walls and then, start from there. Because by the time I think it's season 3, the fake king is still just kind of sitting on his throne. Reina, Bertolt, and Annie haven't bothered him. He's just kind of chilling. He's having a good time. So yeah, it's just kind of like, it's very weird. Actually, it's not weird. It's a massive plot hole within the story to kind of have this flip-flop of the logic. But yeah, that's to answer that question. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.